Sorry about that, guys. Still just trying to get my stuff set up this morning. All right, I think I have everything set up. No, I still got a few more. I feel like I'm missing something. All right, so we're pretty much on the other side of that chop from last night. I don't know if you guys were trading last night, but it was like complete chop fest. Pretty much what leading up into that like 75 area. Remember we kept trying to short that 75 last night, and we pretty much just kept banging our heads, and that 95 was kind of my short bias last night, and we sold like 100 and something points below that 95 last night. So had a really nice sell off. All right, let me get all my chats ready. What's up, Trader G? You've been working hard. Yeah, we've been staying busy streaming a lot, it seems like lately. Just, stream and work. That's about it, man. Nothing too special there. Yeah, trading has been going good. We've been staying fairly consistent on the um, with the funded accounts. I did blow one of my. I did blow a funded on Monday. That was the first one in kind of a few minutes, and that was just basically revenge trading. Kind of got the best of me that day. Good old revenge trading, trying to get back the loss. It'll get you every time. I mean, it's kind of hard to say what we're going to do this morning. So last night we spent all night just bumping our heads, or the market just kept bumping up into that 50 to 75. I would actually wouldn't even mind seeing a sell off today. I wouldn't mind seeing running back down to the lows. We've been trading the Asia a lot more too lately, Trader G. We've been also kind of dabbling with the gold charts a little bit. I'm debating on start trading one of my fundeds with the gold. We're thinking about maybe doing our 50K one because we need to make about $900, and gold's been pretty consistent with the setups we've been taking. I know one thing, the last couple weeks, man, have been just super, super tough. The openings have been just so tough lately. The price action has been either super choppy or it just explodes. Then you just can't catch it because it's like a second trade. If you don't have a resting order sit there, that thing is like onto the races and there's just nothing you can do. You're just kind of just sitting there just, holding hands with your mouse. I've been doing fairly good. We haven't got to the point where we trade a eval yet. We've been consistently trading evals in the Asia market. So we've been trying to do somewhere between $100 to $200 in the Asian session. What I like about Asia sessions sometimes, even with evals, even if you get on the wrong side of the trade, man, most of the time it comes back because you hardly ever get those complete sell-offs in the Asia market. So you can almost be saved by the return. Oh, man. Are you done finally traveling, Trader G? All right, guys. So if you're just here for the first time, we are trading on micros. Mainly based to London. I wouldn't mind doing the London, man, if I could get up, man. That's like 1:30, 2 o'clock my time in the morning. So I'd have to get up at 1, 2 o'clock. So I just do the Asia usually until probably, we were on last night till 10 my time. So it would have been 11 o'clock Eastern time. Pretty late last night. But I do feel like I'm on the struggle bus whenever we do stay up that late sometimes, like, because most of the time I'm back up at like 4 o'clock in the morning because my wife gets up for work at 4. And so it's hard to sleep in when, somebody's up. And I don't like going back to sleep once I'm awake because it makes me feel like crap. The last couple of days, we've been getting the breakouts. Nope, just another fake out to the upside. All right, find something to listen to. Have you been having pretty good success trading the London session, Trader G? Small stuff, but consistent. That's kind of how Asia feels sometimes. I think I've only ever blown one eval in the Asia market, and we sold off like an insane amount that night. That's the only time I've really ever blown an account in Asia. it was like some like crazy 200 point sell off, and I was trying to DCA back into it, and I just couldn't withstand the drawdown because I was just in a 25K. Yeah, that's pretty much what trading is for most people, is a little side gig. I mean, I have income from other places. I don't think I could live strictly off my trading. To me, I just call that like little bonuses. If I'm able to make a little money here and there, little bonuses. Little bonuses. I forgot to put in my Manzini numbers. Hey, somebody, Trader G, somebody made a indicator that allows me to put those Adam Manzini levels in the Ninja Trader, and it marks out all the levels for you. I haven't updated it today, but man, it's so nice. You don't have to mark out none of the levels. It marks them out like this. So it marks out all his support and resistant levels for you. You just got to you just got to put the numbers in the thing. So this way I don't have to like constantly update it or know it. So I just copy paste off his newsletter and put in my charts, and it does it for me. So it's a nice. What's up from? You said you were watching the MS or MES, but it looks like the same structure. I always prefer the ES and the NASDAQ to look the same. To me, whenever they kind of get off structure and one's doing one thing, the other one's doing the other, that's usually when it gets pretty messy. You need the ES to be leading the NASDAQ. To me, I find it to market, NASDAQ is a lot easier when you got the ES leading the way. Yeah, I know today could be crappy choppy. I didn't really check to see if we had any 5-star news, 3-star news today. I don't know if anybody else has checked that out or not. You can either use Forex, something like that, for red folder news. I tried it, but I still like the investing.com for my news. So crappy chop yesterday. Same here. I made a little small profit. I was red on two of my funded yesterday on the opening trade. So we were down 180 on the funded yesterday. All right. So we do have Jolt job opening numbers here in 36 minutes. So just be aware of that. If you're in a trade, I'm assuming that's 36 minutes. So top of the hour. So just be aware that if you're in a trade around the 10 o'clock hour this morning. I don't know. It took us all night to get through this, and we still haven't really got through all this chop fest over here. So I would prefer, honestly, guys, I would prefer us to sell back off today. If I had to pick a direction, I would just rather us sell back off. I don't really want us to have to climb through all that garbage. What's up, Dan? How are you doing today? Oh, I'm ready for Friday. It's been a long week. It gets exhausting, man, when you're streaming on both ends of the day, then plus kind of working in the middle. So my voice has been I feel like my voice has been getting super scratchy by the end of the week. I can even feel it now. Like my voice is just just from constant just talking nonstop. Yeah, thanks for hanging out and watching last night. I'd actually like the Asia sessions in the evenings. I like when there's a lot more people hanging out in the Asia session. I know there's not really a lot of trading going on. Yeah, that's what I think I need to do is get some honey. I like honey and coffee. Honey and coffee is my favorite. But not all honey. There's this one called honey that I like to get from Walmart. Is probably one of my favorite. I've tried other honey. I've tried like I don't know what you know. I know that some honey is not real honey, then some honey is good. But I've only found like one honey that I really like, at least in coffee. I'm kind of hoping we stay inside the range today. Yeah, I bought some honey from I take my dog to this one vet that's kind of a little out in the outside our city limits in the next town over, and they sell bee farm honey there, like I guess from local bee grower or honey grower, bee caretakers, beekeepers. That's it. This guy. Like I said, I would be all in for us to move down. I think unless we just explode, more likely we're going to run into some resistance at 30 because we consolidated around those 30s to 50s for a while. Man, it's already 2 minutes till. Oh yeah, we trade a New York session every single day. I have been copy trading, but I think I'm going to take my other funded account and start just doing gold trades only in the evenings. And we're just going to stick to the one funded trade this morning instead of copy trading and take the other one and do gold. Man, I missed my gold point last night by Methodical Man took gold like, I want to say like 6 for 6 or 7 for 7 last night. And when I finally did take one, I missed my freaking take profit by like 2 ticks. Then it came back and hit me for break even. So we missed a gold trade last night. I think I'm gonna wait out the first candle this morning. I did take it fairly early yesterday, and we got hammered on that trade for a loss. That was my only loss yesterday, was that freaking opening. Well, my only red was from that freaking opening trade. So even if we win today, we're just making up for what we lost yesterday. Let's things blast out the top here. What are we doing, market? What are we doing? Woo! What do we got? 40-point candle or 40-point 15 minutes here. Like I said, I'd rather see it go out the top here. It's near point of control. Yeah, point of control is what? You got point of control sitting at what, 50, 53 area from? Or 75? So far, guys, fairly mild opening. No really big direction in one way or the other. We have to leave our first 15 minutes, the 9 o'clock to 9:15. Because remember, a lot of times I take my trade based off on this candle. So that's why I thought maybe we'd get the explosion out the top here. So what, the ES got to get through the 702s. The ES is pretty much stuck at the 702s. Wow, I haven't seen it stay inside the 15 minutes like this in a minute. Getting the Friday the 13th vibes over here, guys. For any of you superstitious folks. Oh, goodness. When this thing goes, it's going to be like a rocket ship, and we're just going to be sitting here, just have to watch it, unfortunately. I'm hoping we run that data wick up there at 740. Here's the break of the 15 minutes. I just don't like getting long into the 700s. It's very, very dangerous. Whew. Pretty insane day so far, guys. Not a very good opening at all. This has been the worst opening all week long. Unfortunately, we could be waiting for the 10 o'clock news this morning, guys. We do have job jolt numbers this morning, so unfortunately, it could be choppy for the next 30 minutes, and all we can do is just sit here. Yeah, it could be like this until freaking news comes, so I was hoping we would just sell down. I would like for us to get back, let's see, below 625, the 600s, then I would just look for a short. I don't even know if I want to take a trade even down into the 30s because we chopped up here so many times last night. Like, we were up there so many times last night, and we just kept back and forth all night long. So it could just be just straight garbage this morning. For shorts, I wouldn't be interested in the shorts unless we get under the 600s. All right, let's see what happens at the 617.6 area. The top of that one area is so like I said, anticipate a bounce right there. That's another level that I have marked out. Not a level that I want to take, but that's what I'm looking for short goes, if we can stay under this 617. Then maybe if we can get the moving down, we could possibly make a push down to the previous day close down at what, the 60s. But like I said, we got to get through this level here. So we bounced off this level a lot last night. Also, around between the 8s, we bounced off this area at least 3 or 4 times last night. Got to break the 17s. You almost want to see a print. You almost want to see a little print below 17. That would be the nicer of the move. You get a little print, say like hit the 600s, bounce up, little wick goes into it. Excuse me. Then as it's coming back down. Oh, we're within the 4-hour range. I didn't even look and see what my 4-hour candle was. Yep. There's the 4-hour top right there at the top of the 60s. No, I didn't take anything. We didn't get below the 617s. Remember, I said we kind of need to get below the 617, 600s before I would short. That's what that blue line I put there for. That's my bull bear line. Nope, so far no trades yet, man, son. We're just kind of sitting on our hands. It's just too much choppiness. Unfortunately, we could be doing this until 10 o'clock. We're in the Central America and Central Time Zone. We live in I live in Arkansas, but I mean, I don't know. I guess you can say that's the South or the Midwest or something. But I'm from Georgia. But I haven't lived there in forever. It's probably been like 20 plus years since I've lived there. Do we squeeze here to the top? I just don't want to get caught up in this mess. Are you going to Atlanta? Yeah, I'll be going to Georgia in May. I like watching Walking Dead, and so I usually go to like this kind of like Walking Dead kind of Comic-Con every year in Peachtree, Georgia. That's that's a Memorial Day weekend that we usually go. So far, guys, price action has just been straight garbage this morning. Hopefully, no one's getting chopped up. This is the type price action that will just chop you up and ruin your day. Then you'd be like, freaking Friday the 13th got wrecked. For anybody that's superstitious, I really wanted to try to jump in long above 700, but man, it's scary to even try to just jump in here. We're just not getting follow through. Just broke that previous wick. Man, I really don't want to take no back-to-back losses. All right, let me make sure my 10-point to break even's on, just in case. Just in case. Yeah. Whew, had to time that right, man. That was tough. We might even get stopped out on the runner. Whew. Well, I waited for it to push above 700. It did a little pull back in the 90s. Then when it popped that 700 the second time is when we pulled the trigger. Get up there. Don't come back. No. This thing's bad about coming back. Damn it. That means, come on. Get some follow through. You couldn't even run the highs up there, Nasty Nas Girl. Come on. The Nasty Nas Girl has been rude today. I want the 100% profit. I don't want a 50% profit day. All right. Hit our 30 points. Nice. Woo, had to be patient on that one, guys. That one took a minute. Remember, guys, I'm very iffy when you take that first hit on the 700. So this is what I wait on sometimes whenever I'm trading above the whole number. I like to see it hit about the 110, pull back into the 90s, and on that second pop, jump in and look for a run up to the 25s. But the only thing is, on that first push of the 25s can easily come back to the whole number. Unfortunately, we didn't copy trade multiple accounts today. We just did the one copy trade. So, unfortunately, all we did was pretty much just get back the profits that we lost yesterday because we had a red day. That was my only red day this week on the fundeds was yesterday. And another, unfortunately, is next week is rollover week. That is like the worst. That is the worst. I have some of the worst luck during rollover week. I don't know about the rest of you guys. I usually get destroyed in rollover week because the market is different. The market is not the same during rollover week. The community is divided. You still have people split between June contracts and March contracts. And it just makes the price action so tough. All right. Do we attempt another funded account today? I have my Apex funded that we could. We've been banging some good Apex trades the last couple of days too on those accounts. I think I will. All right, so like I said, I just look for 120 bucks in the mornings. All I do with 3 micros. So now this account got a little bit ahead of this account. So these two I was copy trading these two accounts together because we took $1,000 payout on this account last month. So it put us back down to the threshold of 52,600. This one, I was hoping that I would get these to pay out at the same time. But I'm thinking about switching and trading gold strictly with this account here in the evening because gold's got a pretty good high win percentage. So I'm thinking about doing that one for this, then just continue that morning trade with this instead of copy trading. My copy trader messed up. I want to say Monday. I was supposed to got full profit, but I ended up missing. I only ended up with half. So we're just going to disconnect from that and switch over to this Apex. Nice on the ES gain. The only giveaways that I gotten recently, I would have to request more accounts, is the elusive accounts. And I just gave away 4 accounts this week, so I may have to wait till next week and see if... I'm not sure what their limit is of how many free accounts they'll give you to give away. I don't want to be pushing my luck. I'm not sure. We gave away 4 accounts this week. And 4 elusive giveaways are pretty good because that's like getting a free funded account if you pass it. So, oh goodness. I'm so glad we got that out of the way. Now we can chill and wait for another setup here. Let's see. So what we'll do is probably go down to 40. Ticks. So we just hit the 800. So you would anticipate a 75 pullback here. No, it doesn't work that way. I don't think when they give me codes to give away, it doesn't allow me to use it. I haven't tried it either, but that's usually, I think that's how it works. It doesn't allow you to use your own codes they give you. Let's see. Now, I know what Take Profit Trader, the way those work. So like Methodical Man, he gives away Take Profit Traders. But if you make enough sales in Take Profit Trader, Take Profit Trader gives you a few accounts for yourself, or the person who's buying their accounts, they can do giveaways with them. And that's what you see Methodical Man do a lot with his Take Profit Traders. So like if he gets free accounts. But with elusive and most of them, like I said, I don't think you're allowed to use the code. I know it's like that with Apex. You can't use your own code or the giveaways that they give you. All right. So we're going to switch over to our Apex account and see if we can find a, this will be another PA trade, looking for 10 points in a runner. So we hit the 800, push back to the, 50. That's almost like a little data wick. How much time we got left? We got about 10 minutes left before the news plays. So just be aware of that if you're in a trade. You don't want to get caught up in the news play this morning. I think the Jolt numbers usually gives you a pretty good size move. I don't know how big it's going to be, but I'd imagine at least 30, 40 points. No, Marco, we are using the 5 minutes. No, I try to stay away from that 1 minute time frame. It causes me to be into a lot of bad trades. I'm a lot more consistent on the 5 minutes. The only thing that I probably trade fairly that lower time frame is these other charts over here. I trade these sometimes on pullbacks. So that would have been a 50 EMA pullback on those candles there. See, we got a print. $75. So it went from basically 800 to 50 to 875. Back to 50. For anybody that likes to trade whole numbers. No volume here. All right. All right, that would be your first 800 hit. No, second 800 hit. Did that almost get back to 75? Fairly close. Dude, these whole numbers just hit over and over sometimes. There's your 75. So you'd want to see 75 hold to push back up. Ah, shoot, man, I got that one a little too early. I was trying to time it as it print. Yeah. We're going to get stopped out on this one. Ugh. Yeah. I can already see it. I don't see 75 holding. If we get out of this one, we'd be kind of lucky on this one. Shit, what time is it? 55? Yeah. All right. Got stopped out on that one. Couldn't get back through the 800s one more time. All right, switch over to elusive. All right, so we're going to stay out of the trade until the news happens. You got news. Yeah, yeah, that was a funded account for 140. I'll bring it down in a minute. I thought once we pull back, hit that 75, we would get that pop back through. Yeah. So it was a funded. It was an Apex funded. All right. So we'll look for elusive, elusive trade. Very tough price action so far, guys. Like I said, we're going to wait till after the 10 o'clock hour. Try to get through the news first. Whew. Yeah, I thought we were going to make another push up to at least the 825s. Back up there to the, what do you want to call it? Back up there to that next pivot sitting at 24,838. So that's kind of what we wanted to target on that long. So that would be a 25 hit there. So that was a 25. Guys, just be aware if you're in a trade, you have news in about 1 minute, guys. So you have jolt numbers. Let me get a clock over here. All right, you got about 40 seconds left. All right, so far, guys, 1 for 1 with the fundeds. The first account was a winning funded, and the second one was a loss. And we'll probably just put it away because usually we just try to do one trade with the fundeds. That way we don't dig ourselves in a bigger hole. Did you survive with all your accounts last night, Nick? Or at least your funded accounts? All right, 10 seconds left. So protect your profits. If you are in a short or wherever, whatever position you're in, just know that I'm hoping news doesn't really do anything because I'm not a big fan of it, and it looks like it's not going to. So you're full porting. Woo! That was definitely no full porting news. Did you really full port, Don? We're probably just going to be doing evals the rest of the day. Since we've already taken our 2 funded trades for the day. To me, it looks like we want to move back down. Back to the pivot, maybe we get a nice bounce spot here. That pivot's at 78 here. Dude, what a nice sell-off here. Screenshot? Oh, you sent you a screenshot. Oh, okay. I thought you were asking about a screenshot. I was like, I don't know about a screenshot. Yeah, we didn't really get very much news. That already happened at 10 o'clock. Yeah, so it was a very mild news. No like really crazy type news. So far, a very tough opening this morning. So, like I said, we took 2 funded trades. We're green on 1 funded. We actually caught the breakout. Then we're red on our other one. Hope you guys are having a better trading session than what I'm having. It's like the moves are just look so crappy today. We could possibly look for a pullback inside this 15 minutes than for long. So if this comes down here and just kind of bounces off the pivot, that would be ideal for a possible nice long. Don, did you really full port your stuff? I'm waiting to see if we get some kind of back to the 78 area, then we can possibly look for something maybe off of that. You just want to make sure it holds. Oh my goodness. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for the weekend. It's been a long week. I've been on the struggle bus since sometimes some of these nights I stay up so late, man. Some of these nights I'm only sleeping like probably like 4 hours. Because time I get off the stream, time I actually go to sleep, it's already like 11 or 12, then getting back up at 4. Man, I feel like some of these mornings, whew, struggle bus. Is that in an email, Nick, or Discord? Oh, email. Were you looking for the trend line break? Ooh, do we bounce right here? So we're running back into all that resistance. Oh, nice. Yeah, I noticed those 95s fell too. Remember last night I said my short bias was at 95 last night. Nice bounce off the pivot there. What's up, Solo? How are you doing this morning? All right, here comes the pivot slash kind of the 50% pullback in that 15-minute candle. A lot of resistance right here. This is where all that resistance was last night. I wouldn't mind for this to be like the leg pull back up for us to run the highs up there. That's kind of what I'd like to see. I hope this area holds. This way we can run back up to that pivot at the 840s. Just need to make sure we don't lose this level. Oh man, we just kind of... So if this can hold, we can almost look for a long back above, maybe back above 700s. Is there anybody in a position right now? Or is everybody sitting on their hands? I'm still waiting to see what happens here with this 15 minutes. So this is a breakout of your 15 minutes, and this is the retest. A lot of times it moves back up after going into this 15 minute range. If we didn't hit this freaking pivot so many times, I would have liked to taken a long, but man, we've hit this thing so many times here. Yeah, I'm not shorting. I would never short into that many 5-minute candles anyway. I mean, that's probably 3 hours worth of 5-minute candles. We're currently in no trade at the moment. Were you looking to take your long to, Dan? Okay, so you are looking for it to run back up to 800? Okay. Oh, goodness. We're getting some Friday the 13th love with our trading today, guys. Goodness. There's been some horrible price action this morning. We had the one good breakout for our funded account. Then, like I said, we took a loss on our second funded. I was going to try to find a eval trade for my elusive account. So that's kind of what I was looking for here. That's kind of what we're trying to wait on. I have another Bewley eval that we could possibly trade, but man, I don't know if I want to trade that one today. We made 200 last night, so I don't know if I want to risk the profits that we made on that last night. It's got to get back above this pivot if we're going to continue long here. Or it needs to get back above this 15-minute candle at 90. You don't really want to see it break this 15-minute candle. You would like for us to stay above this level here. What kind of a stop loss do you use, Dan, on your entry? Trading is going good today, Wolf. We're 1 for 1 on the fundeds. We did take a losing trade up there at the top. And our other fundeds, we took this one big breakout candle right up here for 30 points. But we did take, I thought we were going to continue above 800s and run that upward pivot up there at the 840s. But man, we hit those 800s and rejected twice. I even waited for the second hit, but the second hit didn't even get us through. So unfortunately, we took a loss on the fundeds this morning. Part of it. So now we're just kind of probably going to be trading our evals the rest of the day. I have another funded. Those are the ones I've been copy trading, and I'm thinking about moving that one over to gold and taking gold trades with it and look for like 1 micro gold trades for 5 points. Oh, your standard is 50 points. Okay. Do we break the 44s here? That's kind of a swing level too, sitting there at the 48s. So if you're bullish, you want to see the 44 hold here. You don't, that's almost like the last level that we need to hold. Is that 44? If 44 holds, we should push back up. We got to hold 44. Yeah, we were 1 for 1 today so far at solo. We took a losing trade at the top up there. We tried to long into the 800s on the second push. The first trade was a winner on the fundeds, but the second one was a loser. Now we're just going to probably trade a couple evals. I like to find one more elusive eval before the morning's over. But man, this stuff is just so choppy today. It's like we're gearing up for rollover week. That's what it feels like. All right, 44 held. That was the bull bear line for the bulls to hold that. The bulls needed to hold that 44 level. Uh-oh, shoot. Woo. TikTok almost got disactivated. I hate that thing. Remember, you definitely want to see us hold the 44s. You really don't want us back below the 44s here. You know, if you're long bias, that 44 is definitely the next key level that I've been waiting. It's kind of moved up a little bit, but like I said, you just don't want to lose the 44s. If we can hold the 44s and get back above this 70 pivot, I think we can hopefully start moving back up. Yeah, this is a MNQ Wolf. The London lows, yeah. I thought if we lost those 44s, that's definitely a possible target down at the possible target down there. What sucks about this price action, there's no good follow through. So every time you enter, it yanks back 15, 20 points. So it's like we're just not getting that good follow through like you want to see, where it just kind of breaks out. We haven't really had that since this candle here. And unfortunately, whenever I tried to long on this candle, this stuff yanked back freaking 80 points. So it seems like the only two candles I enter gave me that type of price action. But the rest of these candles have been pretty crappy candles to enter on because you're just not getting good follow through. Come on. We want the 800s with Wolf up there. Or Dan. We want the 800s with Dan. That's what I want to see. That's where I want to see us go to also, Dan, is back up to those 800s. You're shorting, Joseph? About 50 seconds left on this 5-minute candle here. We want it to go back up. We don't want it to go down. We want it to go back up to the highs up here. Just can't get back above that pivot, and we're about to have a new 5-minute candle. Holy goodness, man. Is there anybody trapped in a trade? I know Dan said he was long. So is anybody else in a short? Is anybody in a short at the moment? Yeah, it's trapping big time. I'm trying to keep from pushing the button. I mean, I want a long, but then I'm like, man, it keeps talking me out of it just because we're just not getting follow through. But we're strictly over to eval trading, so we're trying to find a trade on our elusive account. So that's what we're looking for at the moment. Oh, you made 400 on those two. Nice. Heck yeah, man. killing it with the micro. The micros are king sometimes, man. I'm going to start taking gold trades on a funded account next week. So I spent most of the week trading on an eval with gold, but I think we're about to switch over to what you want to call it, a funded. That's why I didn't copy trade the two fundeds today. We took the one funded trade this morning on the Bulanox, but I didn't copy trade the other one. You heading out, Nick? Yeah, it's been a long week. Dude, look at this thing just chopping back and forth. See, no, check my email later. All right, we will. So far, guys, still just sitting on our hands. Not really a lot to do here. So we're just kind of still just chopping around the pivot. Just trying to keep ourselves from just getting chopped up. We're about to print a new 5-minute candle here. You kind of want to see the 5-minute candle to keep making higher highs. I mean, it's showing that we possibly want to move up. I mean, we keep making the candles keep breaking the previous candle. It's just we're not getting any follow through at all. So we're just kind of stuck. $20 seconds to a new 5-minute candle. Shorted the top of the NQ. Oh, nice. Nice trade, man. I wish I'd have shorted. I freaking longed. I tried to long up there and got the hammer dropped on me. Dude, is this finally going to be the breakout candle? Are you already out of your short, Brian? All right, good deal. I'm hoping we can try to jump in this on our elusive account if we can get that pullback. It should pull back off that 25 level. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. See if we bring it back down there to the 700s. Waiting to see what kind of pullback here. What time we got? Shoot, we still got plenty of time left on this 5-minute candle. Sorry, I was looking for. Did get the pullback to the 10. All right. Kind of need 700 to hold here. Oh, shoot. That thing just trapped some folks in there so hard. that was dirty, Nick. That was so dirty. I thought I was going to get a chance to enter. I was like, all right, we're pulling back to the 700. I thought we hit that 700 and start pushing back up. The bottom. The bottom just broke. That is so dirty. Dang, dude. Come on. You got to make sure it holds. That's what I was waiting for to see if it was going to hold. I was waiting for it to hit the 700, and once it pushed back above the 710, 715s, I was going to try to jump back in. Oh, my goodness. Ugh. This market's being so dirty today, guys. Dirty, dirty, dirty. The nasty girl, she took the Friday the 13th super serious. If we lose 43, guys, it could be downtown. I mean, you don't want to take the first hit, but you want to see us get below the 43 and just kind of build some structure there. Back at the 43. All right, hitting it. They bounced off it again. That's definitely going to be the bull bear line, that 43, guys. So if the bulls cannot hang on to 43, it's going to be downtown. You almost need to break 43, then have like a wick into it. That would be the cleaner of the move. She's trying. She's trying to get through there. Look at her. She keeps pushing. She just can't get through. If you look to the left, there's so many candles over there. Look at all these candles at 43, guys. There's so many candles. That's why I said, man, if we lose that 43, we may be going back down to the lows. Oh, shoot. Dude, look at that crazy stuff. Right off the 43s, back up like 40 points. I just don't have it in me to take that level for long. I know the first time that I try to take it, it'll go straight through. So it'll just go straight through. Then you'll be sitting there holding. Oh, that's so dirty. Dude, these are some dirty wicks, guys. What is that? 30 points. This thing yanked back 50 points. Hit the 40, yanked back up 40 points. Man. It says, my problem is I've been on a paper account for 2 months now, and I'm treating them like a eval. In the last 2 months, I would have passed my eval, but just don't have the money for it. If you want to trade cheap evals, Wolf, I would use Bulanox or probably Apex. They have the cheapest evals right now. Then that'll give you time to save up for a funded account. You can get Bulanox for $15 or even $19, or I'm not sure what Apex. I haven't really been keeping up with the Apex stuff. Or with Elusive, I think if it's your first time using Elusive, you can, the very first account or the first 2 accounts, you get it for 50% off. But that's all in. Elusive is probably the cheapest all in, because you can be all in for like the 25Ks for like $60, 60 or $70 if it's your first time using. And I think that's only flex ones. But if you really want to get cheap and you don't have, if you don't pass it, if you do lose it, Bulanox or probably Apex. Like I said, Bulanox, you can pick up a 25K eval for $14 with them. Then Apex, I'm not sure. I haven't really been keeping up with Apex too much, so. Uh-oh. Or you can try going over to My Funded Futures, Wolf, and they do a lot of giveaways over at My Funded Futures. So I want to say they give away free accounts every day in their lobby. Follow the owner on X. He does a lot of giveaways on X. So they do a lot of giveaways over at My Funded Futures. All right. We're losing it. So if we need to see a retest, come on. Come on back up and butt heads with the 40s. I'm not going to take the first initial breakout because that's kind of scary. I'm hoping it gives us at least a, man, come on, give us an opportunity to join. We finally lose the 43s and it's going to dump and it's not going to offer us an entry. And still got 3 minutes left on this freaking 5-minute candle. Come on, pull back up there. We're at the 25 whole number, so I like to see us push back up there to the 40s, in the 40s, then come back down. Man. Mm-mm-mm-mm. You got swept from the Forex of the futures, and I didn't know the difference between the minis and micros. Oh yeah, a mini will wreck you pretty quick, man. The mini will take out your account in a heartbeat. The only time I go up a little, like a half a mini or something, is if I'm trading an eval. No, it's not offering no entry. We lost the 43s and it's just completely dumping. We've hit that level so many times that it's hard to just jump in there. So you got to have like a retest. So maybe here we can get a push back up to the 30s. This is the 800s. I may almost want to try to drop it here and see what happens on the retest. This is eval only too, guys. I just hope it don't tag me in and go up there and hit the 43s. I wouldn't mind getting even a better entry. This thing still could go up to the 43s, guys. Nope. It didn't. At least I got my 10 points. If we lose that 800s, we should dump fast. Let's see the bottom. Go. Hey, 43 was your short level. It just didn't offer a really, it did not offer a good short below that 43, guys. That's the only thing that sucked about this. Now we could get a pullback here, so just be aware of the pullback. We're up on a few accounts. We are red on one of our funded project. Yeah, I know. I see that previous day close right here at 67. If this thing comes back and stops me out, I will re-enter with 2 micros or something to see if I can catch the rest of this move. Yeah, unfortunately. Dude, we blast those 67s. There's nothing holding us back all the way to 525. Push. There's the previous day low at 17. There's a pivot down at 07. I mean, we could even blast those previous day opens. Previous day low. Could get some reversal here at the 50 level. Come on, blast the 50s. Damn it. This is probably going to go back up to the 75, 60 area for that previous day close. We still got 2 minutes left on this candle, so plenty of time to reach our target. No, there's the 50 touch. So if this thing comes back and stops me out, I will re-enter this if it starts moving back down. What, 85? I need to be 85 should be our line in the sand. 80, 85. If we hold 80, 85, we should move back down. But if we lose those levels, it's probably coming back up to the 600s. Hold. If we break 70, it should go. Come on. Another retest of the 80s. Come on, get through the 70s. We should get down there if we get through the 70s. Come on, 40 seconds left on this candle. Let's not leave a big wick. We don't want to see a big wick. Come on. We got 30 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. We need it to fill in this body so it's like a full body 5-minute candle. Oh, it's not hidden. It's just up here. It's just up top. No. All right. I usually tell everybody what I am on my account. Oh, this thing gonna, man, this thing basically hit the 600s and gonna probably continue. So we only got 135 out of that, and I was hoping to at least get 2 something on that runner. It needs to trap buyers for that bigger push. Yeah, I didn't want to give up the whole profit, so I just had to put I at least wanted to take some out of it. I mean, we could possibly try to jump back in here with a few micros or something and see if we can get that push down. I don't really want to jump back in with the 6 like we did. Yeah, Solo said something about the 565s, but I thought we would at least lucky enough to get down there and hit those. I guess they are. There's a lot of candles there. I guess I should have looked to the left. I didn't even notice there was that many candles stacked up there on the 25s. A lot of, oh, yeah, runner just got stopped. I don't think I'm going to enter a third time, guys. We tried it twice to try to get down there to the 25 or 50. The original good entry was below 43. That was the entry. Unfortunately, I had to change up tactics on how we got in it. I had to kind of revert to my Rico candles to try to hop in that, because since I didn't really get that nice retest of the 43 like we were hoping. So we only ended up with 143 on the elusive eval, but we're about halfway to passing it again. So hopefully whenever we get our elusive funded back, we don't make those mistakes again like we did last Monday. So did anybody else try to take the short off the 43s, or did someone get a better entry? It looks like it's going to get down there, but like I said, I'm not going to re-enter. There's just no way. That'd be like the third time me entering that, so there's just no way I'm going to enter it 3 times. You know how that goes. You start over-entering on that same move, eventually you're going to get trapped, and you're going to be sent through a lot of drawdown, and next thing you know, you done lost all your profit. I don't see how it doesn't hit the 17s, the previous day low. So I do possibly like a long out of that area. That is the midnight candle sitting, or the midnight opening sitting at 490. You got a pivot sitting at 415, 413. And also you got the previous day low there. So possibly could be a nice spot for a bounce. There's your 25. It just didn't want me. It didn't want me to be part of the 25 party there, guys. It's like, nope, 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 nope. There's your previous day low. There's your it's not even going to hold. Look at that. Man, watch us end up missing out on like a freaking 100, 200 point move. That's going to suck. Wow, it just sliced through that thing like butter. We're green on most of our accounts. Like I said, we are red on one of our fundeds. There's your midnight opening candle. It just hit at the 90s. I don't see how we don't go to the 400s. Still got about a minute, 50 seconds left on this. All right, so we're kind of bouncing off the midnight candle here. Let's see if that pivot holds up here. Oh, shoot. I tried to get in before the 85, 75. Could easily push. I may even go close to break even. This way, if it pulls back, I'd rather see if we can get a better entry because this thing could pull back off that 75 up to the 500s. And what we'll do is just re-enter. In case we get another retest of that pivot up there. Like I said, this will probably be the last trade of the day here, guys. Come on, give me the 50. We break the 75s. I should get the 50. Then we should be good. This thing is probably going to end up going to the 400s if you really want to hold it. Come on. we're right there at that level too. Look at the midnight opener showing me some love. Oh my goodness. Hold. Come on. Dude, this thing just don't want to go. We might have to end up retesting that pivot one more time, but I don't, like I said, I'm not going to re-enter if I get stopped out. All right, so I was hoping we could get one more there, but the midnight candle was showing me some love, but as long as we stay below that pivot in this midnight candle, I'm definitely short bias. You just don't want to see it blast these. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. I have somewhere I have to be in a little bit. So we are red on our Apex funded, and we were green everywhere else. So it's just that one loss that we took up there around the 800s this morning. Let's see. I think I looked at that email. You just sent the one email, right? Is this the one you said you took off the lows last night? Was that a pivot that you took that off of? Yeah. So that would be that, what, 400 pivot down there? Where we pretty much the lows, man. That's where I think this is going. But unfortunately, going back down to that pivot. That's pretty good though to set up that like just one micro and just let the pivot hit. And man, that's pretty awesome. The pivot, the pivot Fibonacci's, man, those things be banging. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Everyone have a wonderful weekend, and we'll try to come back Sunday night if we can.